Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. What's going on, Phil Rogues? It's Mass Mayor here, and welcome in for something that looks very similar to my Pokemon card unboxing streams, but obviously, you know, by the title of the stream, that's obviously not the case. Trying to make sure my music's balanced out here, because I'm trying to, like, you know, do different things with my audio setup. Anyways, welcome in for the unboxing for my new arcade stick that I recently got, which, you know, again, thank you to my friend, you know, Dave the Nut for helping me out with getting this. You guys obviously ain't seen the stick here, but it's because some other things I need to go through first before we actually get started on it. Oh, it's totally gonna be awesome, but you guys are also gonna be seeing me, you know, get my butt kicked tonight, considering I gotta get my muscle memory back for actually using an arcade stick. Because we're not just gonna be doing the unboxing for the Daija, but I'm also gonna be going and playing a few games, just kind of like test it out. I know I'm gonna get, you know, my butt whooped because it's been ages I've actually, you know, really done anything like with arcade stick. But yeah, to kind of like, you know, talk about some things in advance here. So the reason I wanted to actually, you know, upgrade my stick is because I had one previously. It's called the Mayflash F300. It's actually not really, even though it's kind of said in the description, like I was talking about, like how it's deadly, like a lot to be desired. This is actually what the stick, you know, looks like out of the box. So this is like the stick I've been using, or I actually was trying to dabble in using. The problem with this one right here is that, kind of like actually maybe like just give you guys like a better look at it here. The problem with this particular stick here is that for a beginner, it's actually not really the worst thing in the world. Maybe like for a kid or something like that, in my view. But as you kind of tell right there, so obviously, you know, it's trying to explain it. You know, you kind of like see right there, whatever, like, you know, you can look at the cover of it and you can kind of see like it's actually kind of like glued in place. So there's not really like a whole lot of room for customization with this stick. And also the whole factor of how, you know, the buttons, like, you know, it came with, like the button and stick that, you know, it actually, you know, that this board came with, like out of the box, weren't really the best. So as far as mine was concerned, I actually had to upgrade this. I had to, you know, order some Sanwa buttons and a Sanwa stick just to kind of like, you know, mod it and make it a bit better. Even still, I like ran into like a whole bunch of like bugs with it and everything. Like it just really didn't seem like it really worked the best. Like, and this is a PS4 primary stick. So I've had this for a while now, like I said, you know, and I wanted to upgrade. I think I had a chance to do that recently. And that's what kind of brings to tonight's video. So before we actually do that, I want to show you guys this first though. I actually want to show you the one that I've been using. I don't know if I've ever actually really showed this on stream much before, but yeah, you guys kind of saw like, you know, what this looked like here as far as like the F300 is concerned. And this is how mine ended up looking. So yeah, I definitely modified this a lot. What I said in the description in the stream is that for you to actually be able to like kind of like, you know, change the F300 around, you have to like, you know, do something to risk damaging it. So basically I had to sand it down just to customize it to make it something more of my liking. I literally had to like tear that top panel off. It was glued in place. I actually had to rip it off. Normally with fight sticks, a lot of them are designed like, you know, to make it much more easier to customize. Because what you can do is, you know, they have like a little panel you can like pull up and you can put like, you know, like a template, you know, you basically, you know, get a template offline, design like, you know, some art, you know, for it, like, you know, in Photoshop or whatever else. And then afterwards you can slap that on there and then put like the little panel back in place and it has like a cover over it. And it's much easier to, you know, modify it like that. I had to tear like the top off, which wasn't, the stick wasn't designed to actually be, like the board wasn't designed for that. And then this right here was just like some printer paper, some sticky printer paper that I, did like my channel artwork. So my channel art, I did for myself. and I had to like, you know, pretty much, you know, just stick it on there. So, you know, yeah, you can even kind of like tell like right there around the edges, like just how kind of like, you know, but also the sticks right here, you can kind of tell like we're different and everything. You know, this is like, you know, Sanwa's, you know, stick I ordered from, I think it was, I can't remember like the name of the site. It was a while ago since I did it. And these are like the sticks, you know, like some Sanwa buttons. Basically, you know, yeah, it definitely was a bit of a, took some work to actually modify this, but even still, I barely used this stick because again, it just didn't really, you know, I don't know, it's just like at times it felt like there was like kind of some lag where maybe it was just like my PS4 or whatever. Of course, also just kind of sharing something else with you guys, like before we actually get to the unboxing. There's kind of like a bit of a, just because we're talking about painting stuff here. So I have like my Nintendo Switch that I've used in my streams where I have like a Switch OLED, but I actually had like a Switch beforehand that was like one of the models when it first released. And I wanted to customize it one day. I saw like other people like who customize their Switches online or whatever. So yeah, just kind of showing you guys this right here. So I actually have like a Nintendo Switch that, you know, and this kind of like shows just the power button and everything stopped working on it and everything, like the volume button, everything's completely, you know, gone. So this, yeah, I don't even use this one anymore. I just kind of like just leave it around just for the hell of it. You kind of like see that I actually like painted the Joy-Cons. Actually, this one right here, I think the Joy-Con right here, I just got like a white one. So that one actually wasn't really painted. But I painted this Joy-Con, and then like painted the Switch itself. And so yeah, I'm actually no stranger like to painting things. I mean, I normally don't do it that often. I need to paint the dock. Just show you guys this right here. So I kind of like, you know, just changed the dock and kind of gave like a little bit of a horror vibe to it with a bunch of like, you know, paint splatter on the side, making like it was blood and everything. So yeah, I don't really, I mean, it does still work. I just don't use it anymore. It actually technically does work, but it doesn't actually work, you know, out of the dock. It only like works docked. But yeah, my actual Switch OLED is like over there, like, you know, like grabbed it to my, like the dock itself is like, you know, it's got like this little adapter. So it's actually, you know, on my little, you know, pegboard attached to my desk. But anyways, yeah, that kind of like just showed you guys like what I was kind of like talking about there, why I upgraded my Mayflash F300, because I want something, like the whole point of this whole little drawn out explanation here is I want something that was like more that I can customize and actually, you know, hopefully work a lot better. And also another reason I kind of like upgraded my one upgrade from the Mayflash F300 is it doesn't work by PS5. I no longer have a PS4. I upgraded to a PS5, and F300 I think works with PC still, but doesn't work with a PS5. So there's not really a whole lot of arcade sticks I've seen out there that actually do work with the PlayStation 5, but you know, the one I got was like the one I've been eyeing for a while. So we're actually gonna get onto this properly now. So yeah, this is the one I've been talking about, the title, the one like the title of the stream. The Nacon Daija. And like looking at it like out of the box here, or like not out of the box, in the box. Trying to get this on here. Again, this is a chonky boy here, so you guys can't really see that much. See if I'm kind of like, yeah. It's not gonna get much better, Rose. This thing is, you can kind of just see, like this is a, I'm just wondering what's gonna look like when I get it out of there. I mean, you can even see like, you know, from the front of the box, you know, the person holding it and everything. Which says they're a professional player. I've never actually heard them. I don't really like follow esports that much. But you can kind of just see like, you know, them just holding it right there. But it says right here, you can kind of read this: customizable font, lock function, attachable 3-meter cable, and professional grade components. So what I read of this, like, you know, looking at the back here, can't really see it that well. You know, you guys can't really read that well. But it says right here, Sanwa joystick and action button. So it has like Sanwa parts like right out of the box, which is great. It doesn't actually have like some kind of stock, you know, cheap stock buttons. It actually has Sanwa buttons and stick, you know, like just immediately, you know, like when you unbox it. So basically it's just good to go from there. I'm probably still gonna like swap my buttons in just for the sake of customization, because these are like all black and I do want to put like, you know, my black and white buttons there. And I've got like 4 of those. I got 8 of those and it's 8 of this. That won't be a problem. It says lock function, focus on the fight without any risk of pressing the wrong button. So I guess it means like probably like, you know, maybe like the things like the, because that when me and Mickey D43 were playing the Marvel vs. Capcom Fight Clutch a few weeks ago, I kept on like accidentally hitting the menu. So I wonder if that's actually going to help with that. Comfort and precision, textured wrist rest, and 2 joystick heads options for purpose. So I think it's actually saying it comes with another joystick head. We'll see when we get to it. Audio and check, 3.5 millimeter jack port so you can plug your headset into it. Customizable decorative front plate. So basically the way this goes is that it says right here, choose from the 2 patterns provided or create your own using the blank template included. So basically what that means is it comes with 2 like, you know, templates out of the box. And it gives you like room, you know, to customize it with your own. A lot of like, you know, people who like have fight sticks, you know, customize it with either with their main for whatever particular game they primarily, you know, focus on. So obviously like someone who plays Street Fighter, you know, they're a Ryu main, or maybe like, you know, they main Chun-Li or something, they probably would maybe want to do that. Some people just use like anime characters or comic book characters or whatever. Don't know what I'm really gonna do for like, part of me wants to go with like what Elginox was saying, like stick to the theme and like make like this stick have like my custom artwork again. But I might actually make it a focal on like, you know, like maybe like, you know, what my usual typical mains would be in Marvel vs. Capcom. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. So I might have actually just go to route of making like a Bullock Hancock thing since she's one of my favorite One Piece characters. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Then complete kit, 1X arcade stick, 1 detachable USB-A to USB-C cable, 3 cover patterns, 2 joystick heads, and 2 tools. So it does have like the heads to it. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how things go. Eventually, I'll probably like, once I customize, I'm not gonna be painting this one because obviously, another thing too, you guys might see right there. It's got buttons on the side. It's got like the R3 and L3 on the side, and it's got like, the create and options buttons like with like a DualSense controller. It also says like here, there's a platform switch. So I'm not gonna be like, painting this one. I'm gonna like customize the top, and I'm not gonna be painting it. I'll see how it goes. That would be pretty cool. Maybe like do what Amber said, like have like a little crossfade, like a gradient where it has like one of my mains or my main characters or whatever. Like I might actually just go to route of like having like my artwork on one side and have like J-Tal being from Darkstalkers on the other. Who knows? But anyways, we're gonna get to the proper unboxing. Just try to figure out how we're gonna do this. This thing is chonky. So hopefully when we get out of the box, whatever, I'm like trying to see. All right, so this is gonna be a tough one, Rogues. Like, bear with me here because this is, I don't have a lot of desk space. This thing is massive. Jeez. Okay, that's not working. All right. So just bear with me here. Trying to do this the best I can. Yeah, y'all get a show here. You're getting some comedy here. Jesus. That's not working. All right. So I'll just get it on the table. God. All right. All right, that works better. Thankfully, everything seems like... All right. So, yeah. Well, there's the stick. And this is basically, how it looked in there. This is like... All right, this works a whole lot better. Good grief. All right, so anyways, we got ourselves, like, this right here. I guess it's like one of the pluses of me having a 2-camera setup for this. So it has the template right here. Okay, this is pretty cool. So yeah, they got like a blank template right here. So pretty much this is like, it's like what you can do is like kind of put in there just like for the sake of like having like a cover to it. So it's not just like a blank thing. You have that over there, I guess, like to put like over your artwork or under your artwork. I guess like, it's kind of like, just helpful with some padding, I think. But this is actually what I might switch it out to for now. Kind of like that. Reveal your skills and everything. That looks pretty cool. But we're actually gonna, and this right here, see what else is inside this. My guess is like, everything else is gonna be inside the stick or inside the board. So we got right here is the the regulatory compliance information. It's got like the instructions, customer support, toll-free number for that, and it's got like safety instructions and the warranty and everything. So yeah, typical standard fare you see in like box of most electronics. I'll put it down to the box. And what's this right here? I guess this is stickers. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it has like like a bunch of stickers here. So I'm wondering if it actually could be that maybe if you want to, you could like kind of like use them on this right here. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool to actually include stickers. Yeah. The only thing is like these are a bit transparent. I wonder if there's something to that. But yeah, I was actually wondering if there might have been temporary tattoos or something. Like, definitely like taking it back to like the 90s or whatever. But that's one reason I want to kind of go back to using a stick. I miss like, like my days, like back in the day, like, I'd spent like so much time in arcades playing like, Super Battletoads, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. Samurai Showdown. And so I've kind of like wanted to definitely get back into that. And again, like I did play Marvel vs. Capcom competitively, even though I was never good at it, never really placed. I've said that multiple times. I'll be the first to admit I've never really, I was never like, Daigo or Justin Wong levels of, expertise. So anyways, let's get to the actual part, like what I've been wanting to do here, which is the actual unboxing. Yeah, and as you guys see, yeah, it's a chonky boy. Like literally, yeah, this thing's actually got some heft on it. So you can kind of like see right there. This is definitely like the biggest arcade stick I've ever owned. I've only owned like, 3. This is my 3rd one. So it's kind of like just look right here. Okay, I can already tell. Yeah, the buttons already feel like more responsive than like the Mayflash. Even like, with me switching out the Mayflash F300s, for some parts. I just kind of like tell like right out of the box right here, yeah. Okay, and let me see. Trying to see here. I think it's got an octagonal gate. I'll check when I open it up. I think it actually comes with an octagonal gate starting off. Yeah, it's not like a cross gate or whatever you want to call it. Like, let me see. It may, I don't know. I'll check when I get it. It feels octagonal. It feels like it's an octagonal gate. But then it's got like right here, of course, that's the buttons. So yeah, and then like it has like the profile thing. And then there's a lock. Let's see this right here. I guess it's like, let's see, it's got this. Okay, and that's like, I always love these things. I love this. Sorry if I just, so it might be a little tricky to get off right here. Like I have to tear this bit. There we go. Not the controller, of course, but yeah. I'm always a sucker, for anything that comes with, like, this little plastic paper like that. I'll always love peeling that off. Alright, put it in the trash. 3 points. Alright. So yeah, and I can kind of like feel right there. It's got like a little wrist rest. Thing is, I feel like that might actually kind of like, be a little bit wearing on the wrist over time, but it actually is nice to have it. It's basically just having like a little spot right there so, your wrist doesn't like accidentally like bump the buttons or anything. So yeah, that definitely is a good feel for that. And then on the, yeah, so nothing on this side. So that's another reason I can't paint this one, because like it's got all this texturing and everything to it. All right, I'm guessing that's the power button or something. It's got like a little, it's like a little lever thing, I don't know if you guys can see that. And then it's got like right here. I also like that on the other side, it feels rubberized. So yeah, it's definitely got like a nice little, instead of just having like little, grippy feet or whatever, little grips like on the sides or whatever, like right here, it's got like, like a full, like, texturized bottom, like to keep it like sturdy. But do like right here, yeah, you guys kind of see, I'm just pulling at it. And when we go into the gym and everything, I'm literally pulling this thing like pretty, firmly right here, and it's barely nudging it. So yeah, that's really good for the fact that, it won't like, fall off a table. And if I actually pull out my keyboard thing right here, it just fits. Oh yeah. That's really good for the fact that it actually, and it fits perfectly right here where my keyboard, normally would be. So, yeah, the thing is, I'm definitely gonna like having it in my lap, where thankfully it's like, it's just got just enough, like, space where I can put it right here in my lap without actually, nudging against anything. And, yeah. Okay. And I like how, like, with the weight on it, whatever, it doesn't slide around on my lap either, so. Yeah, this definitely, it just feels like really sturdy too. And, of course, there's like the port for the headphone jack right there. Now the question is, how do I open this thing? I think I actually got to use a screwdriver. Or hold on, I wonder if that actually is. Oh, that's what that is. There's 2 on each side. Okay, I'm a fan. That wasn't the power button. It's like a guy like a little suitcase. So you are seeing like someone who's basically had like the most premium fight stick he's ever had. So these things are actually, it's like an attaché case thing. You do that and then it flips up. That's cool. I love this. I really love like let me see if I can kind of like, zoom this out just a little bit more so you guys see more of it. Yeah, and I like how like the cables right there are actually color coded. So you kind of like know which one goes to what button, because I am going to be customizing to get like the buttons out of like the Sama buttons out of my old stick, put them here just for the sake of like, giving it like more like, like flair of my channel. So yeah, we got ourselves like, so this is like the I can't remember like what you actually call this one, but this is like the other thing here. So we kind of like just screw this off, and it should come off pretty easily. I don't know, it's definitely okay. It's got like, geez, it's not want to come off. Guess I'm on the wrong way with this. Okay. I think I know what's going on. It's got that little thing right there. So it's like, it's just spinning it. Like, well, just check this right here real quick. Okay, it's not an octagonal gate. It's not octagonal. It's like, I don't know if I can kind of show you guys. I thought it was an octagonal gate. But you guys see right there, it's actually like just like a, 4 different directions. So I've got an octagonal that I put into my Mayflash. I'm gonna like swap that over. This it should be a piece of cake. Do that, no problem as well. This won't be the first like arcade stick I'll modify. And that's basically what I love about these. You can tell it's easily designed to be customized. Customized on the inside and out. So there's a screwdriver. This right here is a I think it's probably like made to pry the buttons out or something. I don't know exactly what this is. And it's got like a little tool, like it's got tools right there. And I love, and here's like and the cord's awesome. It's not just rubber. It's actually just like, it's actually braided. And so yeah, just gotta figure out how we're gonna get this. Let me see, that right there is, it said 2 tools. I'm guessing like I've never actually had one come with tools like this before. I'm just trying to figure out how to like, if I want to get this head off, just like see how easy it would be. Little satisfying click right there. See, it's got like this it's, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, it's that little thing right there. See, it spins, and that's what's kind of like keeping me from like getting it off, I think. Because the whole stick is spinning, so I can't like, grip like, the part right there to get like the, get that off. I mean, I don't necessarily have to, because I mean, like the other one I used, as you guys like saw earlier, that's like, similar to this one. It's not like, more, narrow like this. It's just like, like that. But the other one I had was red, so I'm gonna have to, get this thing off bench. I'm definitely trust me, I'm probably gonna be like tinkering around with this 9 after the stream. So yeah, that's basically the stick. And I kind of like, just do this right here, just show y'all this right here, because this is what the tool right here is for. So we got like the little, I'm guessing this is a plexiglass panel. So you pretty much just like, unscrew this, because this is like, obviously, what I'm gonna be doing like when I do a custom design anyway. Which will probably be just as easy as me going to a store, getting, some printer paper. Just have to make sure I get like the kind of be like, because this is like a wide stick, so, or wide like, board. So I'm gonna, may take like, some standard and like, typical, size for printer paper. But I'll figure all that out. I just had to go on the site, get the template and everything, and so yeah, it's just like plastic. I think it's just like standard plastic. Oh, well, there's two more. See, we just get these unscrewed, and I'm just gonna put the other one, since I want to do that anyway. Or this one's giving me a little bit of resistance. Hang on a second. Yeah, these are being a little bit on the they don't want to go. But there's also like some more up here. Yeah, I keep seeing more of them. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe I gotta get these out of the way first. I just want to make sure I don't break anything either. Alright, let me see. Can I get that out of the way? But yeah, this is definitely, because originally it was 250, but it was on sale for like 100, I think like 179. And I'll also make sure I include a link in the description of this video, or the stream posting, because I didn't put it on there originally. I'll include like a link to this one if anyone wants this stick. It's gonna be a non-affiliate leak or anything. I'm not like I'm not sponsored by Nacon or anything like that. But aside from that, also it's not like really any kind of affiliate link. I basically just want to post like the link just in case you guys want to get this for yourselves. The only problem is I just gotta figure out how to get this thing out of here, because the issue is these two screws right here don't want to go, and I'm worried if I try force them, it may break something. Last thing I want is to break the it's just like plastic, so if I'm just kind of hoping to maybe if I actually kind of push up like this low, maybe that'll kind of help. See, that's weird. Like now it's going. That's kind of like, I guess, yeah, I put my finger up there now. Okay, so it's fine. I don't know what was going on there. Let's hope that the other one does the same thing. Okay, everything's good. It's just they were just in there a little bit more firmly, but they're good now. And this means next time I don't have to worry about it being worrisome. All right. I didn't weigh that in. I'm not gonna be able to get it out because of that. Okay. Because I have let me see. Well, at least I showed you guys how easy it is to swap everything out. But again, I'm probably for the time being, I'm gonna use this one, maybe. But it won't be long before I'm actually gonna be upgrading it. So at least I kind of just showed how easy it would be for you guys to swap out your artwork if you have any. If you have some commissioned, or you just can make it yourself. You just gotta take out a few screws, pop the glass off, get the joystick off too. And it looks like there's a little bit of leg room maybe for the buttons, so you don't have to actually uninstall the buttons. You just gotta uninstall the joystick, but the buttons will be fine. You can basically leave them in place. But once this is, next time y'all see the stick, probably at the very least I'm gonna have the buttons swapped out. The buttons and the joystick. I'm gonna work on that tonight. I'm not really much of a tech head, as much as other people are, or whatever. Not trying to say tech head, derogatively, of course. What I mean is, someone, who's, basically, most of what they do is just, kind of, take things apart and just, I like my electronics, and I built my own computers and everything. This thing does not want to go in there. It's supposed to. Hold on. There we go. Dang, I think I know what's going on with that. That one's unaligned a little bit. I don't want to break the glass, snap the plastic or anything. I think I just need to kind of get the other ones in place some. Let me see, hold on a sec. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of resistance with this one right here. At the same time it's done that, I just don't want to strip any screws or anything. I think I got it this time. Also, it might just be the fact that, I've got better tools. This one's an okay tool for what it's for right here, but I definitely got better tools in my there we go. In my I got a little toolbox over there to the side. There we go. Definitely one of those things that kind of feels you don't want to swap. You want to make sure when you have your artwork, you basically go with that one, probably leave it like that for a while. Which that's basically what I want to do. But if I go the route of just having something for Talbane from Darkstalkers, Which I'm not gonna be playing that with a stick tonight, you know, because even though I do have like, you know, that one like arcade fighting collection, like Capcom fighting collection that has Darkstalkers, that game, like, you know, has already wrecked me enough with the arcade version, you know, considering how the CPU is like a cheating bastard. There's a TV trope thing for that. But pretty much just I tried like, you know, doing Darkstalkers on some charity streams, and I just got whooped, you know, with just like using like a, you know, just playing normally. I don't know if it just got was rusty or like our Darkstalkers is one of those games that the arcade version definitely kind of like, you know, is probably set a little bit too, you know, too high of a difficulty. Kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, I'm pretty sure other people agree with me on X-Men Children of the Atom on the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. For some reason, like, you know, X-Men Children of the Atom, you go and try to play that, and the computer is just extremely broken. Try playing that off stream, wherever after me and Mac, you know, played a few weeks ago. Played like Marvel vs. Capcom a few weeks ago, and I just got wrecked. But maybe it was just a skill issue. I don't know. But I went online and saw other people were having the same issues with X-Men Children of the Atom. It just seemed like the CPU was just way too tough and everything. And I played my fair share of fighting games, so I know I should at least be able to like hold my own against it at least somewhat. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much, you know, the stick itself. Everything's back in place or whatever. I'm probably gonna, I mean, I may just leave the panel like this, because this one's okay too. I kind of like the little dragon design to it and everything. It kind of has like this whole, you know, scaly design. When I first saw it, I thought this actually was like, you know, rubber. I thought this actually was like a texture that went over the actual artwork, but it turns out it's just, you know, the actual paper right here. That's actually the design on the paper. So anyways, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and actually, you know, go on a BRB for a second while I kind of like, you know, switch over to my other input, get the PS5 going. We're gonna go ahead and like, you know, get this thing hooked up and, you know, and see how it works. So just brace yourself, guys. As I said, I'm rusty. I haven't used arcade stick in quite a while. So whatever game I'm playing, I'm probably gonna like take some L's. But I'm at least want to go in and just try to like, you know, get some of my muscle memory back. And a lot of my time you just spent like trying to, you know, really get the hang of this is gonna be off stream. So anyways, gonna go on a quick BRB and I'll be right back. And that's because what BRB stands for you internet noobs. You get it. I'll see you guys in a sec. right, Rogues. I think I pretty much got everything good to go here and everything. One error plus. Let me see. Excuse me. Is it actually connected up? Hold on. So let me try something. It said profile. Or let me see. It says PS5. Hang on. Switch the D-pad. So it's got a little switch here. Maybe I should actually read the instructions. Trying to make sure. Wait. Okay, hold on. Let me. Maybe I gotta actually register as a proper controller. Let me see if I do like X. There we go. All right, that was the problem. I was worried. I was like, wait, why is it not working? Because I actually had it was set to PS5 and everything. There's like a little switch right here on the side. The switch it between PS5, PS4, and PC. I think it's great. But here's like the one thing that's amazing that I absolutely love about this that I didn't figure, that I didn't know, and I'm thankful for this. So with the Mayflash F300, the problem with that, one of the things I hated about that was you actually, for whatever reason, had to have your controller plugged into it just for it to register with the console. Like you had to have like, you know, your DualShock 4 controller plugged into the Mayflash just for it to work with the PS4. This one, I pretty much just plugged, you know, plugged in the thing right here, plugged the USB-C cable in, plugged it into the PS5, and it just works, you know, like that. Obviously, I had like registered right there. But anyways, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm actually going to play here. I mean, at least I'm navigating the menus, no problem. I mean, so hey, A for effort on that one. But I know I'm going to go in here and get wrecked. Because again, it's the whole factor of like when you've been playing like, you know, using one controller for so many years. I definitely got to kind of have like a bit of a wax on, wax off thing here. I'm definitely have to go in and, you know, you guys are going to see me get whooped. You know, there's no doubts about it. I know I'm going to get beat down. But I want to do this live. So anyways, actually I probably could go in and like turn off my lights right there too. Give me an update. Oh, now you want to update. You leave me alone, alright? I'm gonna go in here and go away, update. Let's see. I'm hoping I can at least get one win tonight, Rose, because like I said, I'm using this arcade stick for the first time here, but I'm not even gonna go on a practice or anything like that, so that's me just... I'm not really gonna be playing like any of these games too long. I just like, mainly just want to go in and just get the feel for the controller. But yeah, I mean, already out of the gate here, it definitely feels better than the Mayflash did. I totally don't got this. I'll go and tell you straight up, I ain't got this. Hang on. Whatever, just to make sure there's no problems, I'll go ahead and update it first. It just gets me how they always like spring these on you like when you go into the game. It's like, oh, and it's like one more thing. It's like, you just going go on with that. How long are you gonna take? Okay, I guess. Oh, okay, it's already restarted. All right. Listen, I'm not gonna be on this too long because we do have like one more episode of like Castlevania Season 4 to do on the Discord, like, you know, watch party stuff tonight. So I'm just gonna kind of go in for each of these, like, you know, maybe like a few rounds. Because I mean, we'll at least try to get like about an hour or so on the stream, but you know, I don't want to be like too short. Why do they call me Dragon Ball Fighter? I have a name, I'll have you know. Let me see. The main thing is this going to be like, you know, just navigating the menus with this, so. Alright, let me see. Thank you. All right. Like, there's no doubt about it. I mean, like I said, I'm telling you guys straight up, it's not going to go well for me. Probably should have turned the computer's, like, CPU down a little bit, but I'm going to take my L. Like, you know, if I, you know, best way to go into this is basically just try, like, you know, do the best I can, you know, basically go in the way I normally play and just take it. And also, it doesn't help I haven't played fighters in a bit, so. We'll go in with, just... I was like, why are you speaking Japanese? Excuse me, hold on a sec, I'm sorry. I mean, and don't be talking to me, you know, like, just don't y'all talk like, you know, all that, you know, sub is better stuff. Hold on a sec, something like got, no, the thing about it is, I don't like, you know, some of my anime I like subs, some I like dub. I grew up on the, you know, with Toonami, so I prefer like the English voice of a Dragon Ball. I promise you guys, I'm not like doing this trying to like duck you to go in here and like getting beat down. Yeah, put it back. I don't know how that got changed. It's a strange thing. I mean, I was like playing this like during the cherry stream before, and the voices were English. So I don't know what happened there. But at least like out of the gate, I'm just kind of seeing that it definitely is responsive and everything. So it's gonna be fun like learn how to play this. Thank you. All right. We'll go with Trunks.
I used a time machine to come back from 20. I'll show you the pride of a martial artist.
All right, Cell.
This should kill some time.
Oh, you're gonna kill me. I mean, I know for a fact you are. We'll put Cooler in. I mean, you're going against me, so I mean, you're not really like a high bar there. And just because if I lose, I'm gonna like basically make it extra embarrassing for you. We're gonna go against Captain Ginyu. Shut up. All right, let's get this over with, Rogues. No, get ready for embarrassment. But again, like I said, I'm gonna go in and own this. So, not the fight, just.
This'll be a good match.
Wait for it. This is my favorite intro. I love that. Just it's like the most simple power up. Like he doesn't use any more power than he actually needs to power up. Oh, I'm totally rusty. Yep, this is going exactly the way I thought it would. Well, I mean, that went better than I thought it was going to. It's like probably a bit of button mashing going on. There's no way in hell I'm actually winning this shit. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I mean, I'll say I'm button mashing for one thing, trying to learn to stick. I mean, I'm definitely not playing at a level like normal. Oh, shit. Ow. Okay, we're about to make it non-canon. Huh? Why are they...
What's wrong, Cell? Might try being too much for you.
It might be because I'm playing the PS5 version. I was playing the PS4 version before. I think I got a free update to PS5. That explains a lot. Okay, well, the fact I actually went in and at least won... Well, that's the thing. I mean, like I said, this is my first time using this fight stick. The first time actually really going in and using a fight stick and, really going into actual, testing out like this. Previously, I was using like the Mayflash. I just kind of was going into practice mode. Just trying to like get a feel for the buttons. So this is actually legitimately the first time I've used like a fight stick in probably about maybe 18 years, give or take. So... Like I said, I'm not gonna lie and say some of that was button mashing. Me trying to get a feel for it, because the main thing is that it's a different layout for the buttons compared to like using the controller all this time. It's a different layout for the buttons and everything. But I guess like one thing that kind of helped is like I was looking down, kind of getting the feel for them because it actually had displayed which button was which. So I mean, I'm not the best at fighting games out there, but I mean, I'm hoping to make what this is a sign of is that me going in and actually winning my first round here, just kind of like just going in and just freestyling it, saying, all right, screw it, we'll do it live. I didn't like, you know, take the CPU down compared to how I normally fight them, like what the levels normally are. I kept it at 50% and went in and still did whatever it was I did. But I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I miss like playing games like this. But I know I still gotta get my muscle memory back. Maybe this is a sign that, you know, me, if I did at least okay in this and actually won my first round here, like, you know, against CPUs, maybe that, like, once I actually do really get the hang of this, I'll be able to really, truly, you know, play better with this than I did with the controller. Because a lot of people say, like, fighting games, and is this true? A lot of people put the personal preference, but fighting games usually are, you know, much better with a controller. I mean, or with, like, a arcade stick. So, yeah, off to a good start here. So I play, like, you know, maybe another few rounds of this. I mean, one of the main tests is going to be going in and playing Marvel vs. Capcom. But, like, it's, like I said, it's different feel, because I'm so used to using the controller. But already I'm definitely, like, really excited, you know, like, happy about, like, you know, what, you know, little, testing out the stick here. Because, again, like, the Mayflash F300, when I got that, even though with what I said in the description of this stream about, like, you know, how it definitely does leave a lot to be desired, for someone who's, like, who's beginning, like, maybe want to try use arcade stick to start things off and want, like, a budget one, I would still suggest it. Just with Mayflash F300, make sure that, you know, you do go in and, like, you know, and you're going to need, like, to modify some parts. You're going to need to go in and get, like, a Samba stick. You know, you have to, like, change out your gates and everything. And also go in, like, you know, and get, like, better buttons, because the stocks that came with it was, But it'd definitely be something for, like, you know, good for a kid who's, like, you know, want, like, maybe use, like, arcade stick for a game and everything. It's just not great for customization, whatever. This right here, you know, this is definitely... Fine, all right, I'll go. Jerk. Look at that just pushing me.
Test the power. My
power level is cooler.
None can be my equal.
But yeah, I mean, so far, though, I mean, I'd still definitely got to get the hang of this massively, but... I'm going to probably go in and play a little bit Marvel vs. Capcom and also, you know, try it with a beat 'em up like TMNT Shredder's Revenge, see how it holds up there. Because some people said, like, they tried, like, using, like, you know, arcade sticks for beat 'em ups, like, on consoles, and really didn't work that well, but we'll see.
How about I start this one?
Yeah, I love this intro. Yeah, it's just so simple. He doesn't use, like, any more power than needed to,
Entertaining.
you know, to power up. All right. Yeah, here we go. All right, cooler, cool it. Yeah, your mother, who's never actually appeared, if I'm correct. I probably shouldn't have talked about his mama, but... Bad time to bring Vegeta in. Yeah, but definitely it's taking like a lot to kind of get used to this. Definitely having a hard time dashing, but I don't know, maybe I do have to still need to swap the buttons out, I don't know. Oops. Oof. Yeah, I'm getting wrecked. Let's keep it cannon. And take a change of scenery. I mean, I've already beat down like, you know, King Cold and Frieza, so why not the brother? You know, you got a lot of pent-up aggression here. I mean, what I do to your family? Well, don't answer that. Bye, Cooler. And we'll say it definitely is kind of like, you know, getting that used to this again. It definitely is like, you know, kind of like tough on the arms. So I guess I'm gonna kind of like just also get my tolerance back up using a stick again, because it definitely like kind of hit the arms right there. But
Much better than that.
let's just process him saying that. His son's got to win on Frieza, and he doesn't. Yeah, I just gotta like, get the hang of like doing the specials again and everything. Also, it's definitely feels trickier like trying to do dashes with this compared to like the controller. So that's something else I'm like having to get used to. So I think I'm actually gonna like, like I said, I got like, a couple things there. I'm gonna go ahead and actually switch on over to Marvel's Capcom, because I just want to kind of go in and just, do that. Because like I said, I wasn't really going to do anything extremely extensive tonight. Like most of me, like trying to get used to this arcade stick and getting back and using arcade sticks in general, it's going to be like, off stream. It's going to definitely take some practice, but, I mainly just want to kind of do a feel for it. But so far, it definitely, out of like the arcade sticks I've owned, because like, again, this is my third one. Can't even remember like what the first one was I ever had. But like I said, my previous one was the Mayflash. And that one, was, again, it was okay. Even though I did definitely toss some, I will say I kind of tossed some shade at it in the description of the stream. Everything else I said about it. But again, I do feel like that is one, if someone's on a budget and they want to try out an arcade stick, the Mayflash F300 still is kind of, it's passable. It's not the worst stick out there. Like I said, it's just not really good for customization. Because again, like, just got to show, those who didn't actually see the start of the stream. Pretty much, what I had to do with mine is I literally, I painted it. And also I had to, like, tear off, like, the front panel, the top panel. I just, like, be able to put, like, some sticky, printer paper on. So I pretty much, this is like I have, like, a customized, Mayflash F300. But you look at what it looks like normally. Yeah, you basically, those who want to customize the stick, this is the way to go. Just because, like, you just got, like, just screw the panel off, get some artwork, put it down in there, and you're basically done. Okay, but just for functionality, this also works a whole lot better, too. And like I said, I do like the wrist rest, and that's probably like what it is. I'm not really using the rest. Like with me, like how I'm playing right here, I'm kind of like, doing more, I guess, like a, camera, like I guess like a claw grip on some things. But I'm kind of like not really, I was just kind of like not really keep my hand down on it. So I really kind of get used to actually using the wrist rest, because I've been doing like that, and that's kind of like the reason why my arm was hurting a bit right there. Aside from just like getting used to using a fight stick again. And like I said, I'm probably going to do a few rounds of this, and then, like, go in and try out TMNT, Shredder's Revenge. I mean, I got Streets of Rage 4 also, but I don't think I've got that one installed. But this will also be fun, like, kind of use when the new Double Dragon game comes out later this year. Okay, I'm going to go with Marvel's Capcom, just the standard one first for a bit. Like, I know I'm gonna, like, not, it's, I said the same about Dragon Ball, but I feel it's gonna probably be the same thing here. Let's actually, how you start it? No. Weird. This is start. That's weird. Okay, we'll go in with, Ryu. And we'll go in with Gambit. Okay, we got Moshe. This probably gonna end well. All right. Okay. Okay, at least I got my specials for the most part. Let me see. Alright. Come on, come on. Crap, I botched that. Okay. Take care of Stubby as Deadpool call him here. Hang on, let me try some. Forget something here. It might be because I need to install my octagonal gate too, because again, this did come with like a square gate. And that's probably like messing up my inputs a little bit. If I had an octagonal gate, I might be able to do a little better, but I got the one in my Mayflash, so I had to like take that out. Oh, shut up, Wolvie. Okay. Yeah, I'm... I'm just... Yeah, I'm just having like a lot of problems, like, you know, getting my specials in, or at least my supers. I'm doing the specials, no problem. I'm just having a hard time, like, doing my supers or my hyper combos. I'm just, like, you know, just hearing all these in his voice.
We are Venom.
Ready.
Your symbiote's clinging. If I can just kind of... Yeah, I think it's the gate. It's definitely got to, like, switch that out. I'll be working on that tonight. I knew I was going to have to do some customization on this, like, out of the box, but... They said, like, you know, definitely, you know, because the thing is... Well... Hang on. It's weird. Okay, that's what the issue is right there. That button right there is just, like, you know, for easy specials. We don't want that. That might be also, like, another thing is, like, the... I think it's... Jeez, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm mainly just trying to learn it here. Damn! Well, bye, Venom! I smacked the shit out of him with that Shoryuken. The last thing... Alright, how do I switch back out the Gambit? That's one way. Thank you, Morgan. I think what it could be is I need to, like, switch the settings, like, you know, because it's doing, like, the easy hyper combos, and that might be what's throwing it off. Yeah, I mean, I'll be the first to admit, like, a lot of what I'm doing here is kind of luck in regards to the wins. And also, like, the Marvel's Capcom is like, very balanced in regards to, like, the offline mode here compared to what, you know, what's going on with, like, an X-Men Children of the Atom in this. Because I was going in playing that. I mean, I already, like, got whooped, like, on X-Men Children of the Atom in offline mode just using the controller. So I know I wouldn't stand a chance against anything, you know, if I was playing it with this. So I kind of, like, might have actually did... I know it's got, like, they're going to definitely get tougher over time with each match. God knows when I get the onslaught, but... Crap. So if I can just figure out, like, you know, how to switch out the Gambit. Hang on. Not you, U.S. agent. Timu Cap. Might take my first L here. Ouch. Yeah. Well. Oof. Also, Strider's just a bitch to fight anyway. Yeah, I mean, I think like it's a combination of maybe like the octagonal gate. I've never really been good at air combos in this game anyway, but like I said, I told you guys this wasn't going to be, you know, me going in and like, get off that ceiling. Crap. But again, I know like this game has like or the collection has like a whole thing like for easy hyper combos. Like I said, I've just been pushing L2 and pops them right out. And I don't want that. Like, even if I'm just like learning this, I do want to, like, you know, try to do them the way I normally do. Like, I had like on. Let me see if I go in this if I use L2 if it does it again. Yep. Literally, you know, I think it's like it's actually in like the base game settings. It's kind of got that thing I think is like similar to Street Fighter 6 and whatever, where it's got like the easy like the little assist mode. A lot of fighting games have that. But it's just not letting me like do my trying to figure out how to like do my. Yeah. Finally got one. I mean, he blocked it, but at least I finally got like, you know, one to. But it's the gate, you know. It's like I said, I got like this square gate like in the stick. But again, I'm gonna like take like my octagonal out of the Mayflash, and that should hopefully at least make this a little bit more fluid for me. Because this thing, like having like, you know, this definitely like it affects like, you know, the half quarter inputs. Yeah, that's. But overall, though, yeah, this stick was definitely worth the, you know, the money. You know, thanks, you know, again, my friend, you know, helped me get it. So, you know, what the hell's he? Just he does whatever Aspire can doesn't mean you should. Yeah, I'm about to take another L here, but take him with me. Sit down. Yeah, this is it. I knew it was gonna happen. It's all good. Like I said, Strider's a pain in the ass. Like, you know, even like just by every game I fought him in. I want at least if I can get the onslaught. At least now I know you gotta use the. Let me see. Let me try switching over to I don't know. Oops. I'll just keep the same team I got right now. But yeah, like once I like switch out my gate, like so I'm gonna probably like spend some time modifying this tonight because it's really not going to take. It'll probably take me about like 30 minutes to like switch out the buttons and the stick and everything. Which I mean, I think I'm gonna like keep like the stock stick right here because I think it is actually a Son one. I just want to switch the head out on it, like the ball. Because again, I got a red one. That's what like you guys saw like on the Mayflash. I want to make like match my channel colors more. Again, like if I do like, you know, once I do actually. Jeez, he blocked both my roll flushes right there. Once I do eventually get around to modifying it, if I do like just any one, you know, main from like one game, I'm probably just gonna make like Talbane Focal, like put one for Talbane from Darkstalkers. But I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll definitely come up with some kind of artwork for it. I just gotta figure out like how to switch, you know, with this thing, like, you know, bring in someone else. Yeah, it's definitely the gate. I kind of personally wish they actually, like, that's the only gripe I got with the stick. I wish it would have, like, switched shit with the octagonal gate. Like, it would have came with that. It definitely feels like a must, you know. Yeah, I'm going to lose this one, but still. Shit. Yeah, see, I'm just basically, you know, right there, I was, like, using the easies. But like, I think, like, you know, that sent us, like, just to the actual collection itself. He got me. At least I take you out. Or Spidey's gonna get me though. It's fine. Like I told you guys, I knew for a fact there was gonna be points where I was gonna lose tonight. I mean, did okay-ish in like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Nowhere near as good as I normally play and everything with the controller, but you know, it's all right. Hang on. I'm not entering that. No, that wasn't no high score. I don't know what y'all talking about. I sucked. I mean, I got a few wins there, but like I said, once I switch the gate out and really, you know, kind of like, you know, start tinkering around with it and hopefully turn off the easy hyper combos thing. I mean, obviously, you know, it's still the same thing. You can still like do them like the traditional way. But see how I get out of this now. How we actually get out of the I think it's like should be a start. It's not how you do it. Oops. Hang on. Okay, so yeah, it's a little. I like how they do have like a little touch thing on the side too, or whatever. So they at least make everything like very easy to access and all that. Let me actually go and check this real quick. I swear, like, you know, it's probably like a. Okay, so that's not that. I know there's. I think there's supposed to be a setting on here. Maybe it's just like, you know, that. See, look at that. Yeah, it was right there. So I don't know if you actually turn it off. They got like the buttons right there where, you know, it automatically does a special move and a hyper combo. And I'm just not really too keen on that because, you know, in regards to I know once I actually do kind of like get more in the hang of this, I'll be avoiding the L1 and L2 buttons. But that's the thing, like it's right here, like R1 and L1 are right there, or R2 and L2 are like right here above them or whatever, or up under them. So that means, like, you know, at least until I get my muscle memory back, it's gonna be really easy for me to push the wrong one. Instead of doing a heavy punch or heavy kick, I'll be doing a special move or a hyper combo. So yeah, it's gonna take, like, you know, some time practicing this and everything. I want to at least go and play, you know, a little bit like a little bit of Marvel's Capcom 2, just because we gotta do that. Part of me actually wants to test out the Punisher. I didn't even play that yet. I never actually played the Punisher arcade game. We got an arcade board. Sorry, right there, guys. I kind of ate right before I started this stream. So, little indigestion there. All right, time to take this for a little ride. All right. So, we're going to go in with, I'll go in with Cyclops. Where's he at again? But I just gotta, like, you know, get the hang of, like, you know, switching people in and everything, and be good to go. I'm gonna go in with, my boy Gambit. And Ryu. Also, you guys just heard a horn out there. Ignore that. Okay. See what we got going on here. Of course, like, this was like plays more fluid than first Marvel's Capcom anyway, but still. Okay, that definitely felt like a lot easier to pull off there, but again, I know it'll be like once I actually get the gate in. I guess the thing, you know, you're basically trying to do a quarter motion, like, you know, inputs, and with a square gate, you know, it basically you don't get like that little, you know, diagonal down or up or whatever. So it definitely messes with the motions. And I'm definitely struggling here because of that. Like, kind of getting the buttons down. But I'm still doing better than I thought I was going to tonight. But no one's got to tell me I'm doing terrible still. I'm doing better. Don't hang on. Ow. Because if you guys, like, you know, watch, like, you know, my when me and Big DT43 were playing this like weeks ago, whatever, definitely massive difference compared to now. Shit. Definitely botched that. Okay, trying to, like, see, like, master switching here. Let me see. There we go. Alright, so it's square and X. I swear I was trying to do that in, like, Marvel's Capcom 1. It wasn't working. Okay. Alright, I got the switching down at least. Ouch. Yeah, like, I'm trying to, like, do, like, the thing for, like, you know, do Royal Flush, and it's not. Oh, yeah, they got me here. Based on time alone. Oh, I'm gonna lose. I know, announcer. Shut up. They got me. So that's the thing, you know, it's like the main thing I feel like, like I said, I'm doing better than I thought I was going to. And like I said, you know, if it was like, I mean, I'll say, you know, straight up alive is a skill issue. I know I'm out of rank. You ain't got. So, let me actually go over here real like this right here. Like, let's go back to the main menu. So basically, my thing is that I kind of went in and did a little Marvel vs. Capcom, and then Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I told you guys I wasn't really gonna be doing like a whole lot of this stuff tonight and everything. The main takeaway from it is that, you know, I'm still doing somewhat better than I thought I was going to do. I mean, I thought I was going to go in there and not, like, win a single round. But a lot of that was kind of like, you know, a little bit of button mashing, a little bit of kind of like learning as I went, because I knew that was going to happen. Like I said, I didn't use the arcade stick, like, you know, in years. This is my first night really actually kind of going in, like, I had, like, I mean, I did have the Mayflash, but again, I used that only, like, you know, in practice mode in games, trying to get the hang of it. And it, like, it was definitely, you know, aside from the, you know, the controller being, like, the board being a bit buggy and everything, it's just, obviously, you don't really get, like, the same experience trying to learn how to use the arcade stick, you know, in practice mode, you know, in some ways in regards to, like, learning the inputs and all that, as you would when you're, actually, you know, playing against a CPU or, you know, or another opponent or another human player. So, yeah, kind of going and doing those few rounds like that definitely kind of gave me some insight and everything. Yeah, the stick is great. I absolutely love this thing. You know, it's, definitely, like, the best, like, arcade stick I've ever had. But the main issue is that, again, I'm got to put that octagonal gate in. I'm gonna, like, you know, see if I can do this, like, you know, while it's actually I'm gonna unplug it for just a second here. Show you guys what I'm talking about. So when I say octagonal gate, you guys can probably, like, maybe see, like, right here, maybe there's, like, this one. That's basically your gate for your controller right there. I'm trying to, like, kind of show this. Thankfully, this thing was really easy to open. So you kind of, like, see right there. It's got a square thing to it. So that's what I was dealing with. You know, pretty much, you know, that right there. It has, like, only, like, you know, normally with octagonal gate, you have, like, you know, your 4, like, you know, corners, and then you got, like, you know, the other things like the diagonal spots, which pretty much is very key if you're, like, trying to bust out Hadokens or, you know, Hadokens, Shoryukens, you know, whatever. It doesn't really, like, you know, affect things as much as, like, you're playing, like, maybe Guile or something, because, you know, like, Guile's inputs basically is, like, thing like backward, forward for Sonic Boom. You know, he's a hold input player, so a character, so, you know, if you're doing, like, a flash kick or, like, you know, Sonic Boom, it's not really going to affect you that much. But it definitely affects you, you know, if you're, like, trying to do things like, you know, quarter motion movements, like, you know, with, I know there's probably some out there who are so used to, like, you know, using arcade stick, they probably, like, don't really, like, get bothered by that too much. But octagonal gate really does help, like, especially if you're using something like Zangief, like, you know, characters that have, like, those very, you know, more complex, you know, complex inputs. So, like I said, I'm hoping that my octagonal gate, which it should work, you know, like, you know, octagonal gate, like I've got, like, in my, actually, just for the heck of it. It won't take me long to do this. I'm going to go and, like, actually, you know, show you guys that what I'm talking about here. Because it won't take me long to take my Mayflash apart real quick, because I've got, like, the parts right over here. Just do this real quick, like, so I can kind of show, you know, those of you who maybe you never had a fight stick before, kind of like show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Because, I mean, I know you probably get it as far as, like, geometry and directions and everything, you know, like, but just kind of, like, you know, give, like, an idea on what I've got inside, like, my Mayflash. And like I said, you know, it should work, you know, like with me, like, you know, want to switch over to the Nacon, I should be able to, because I know that the gate, or, like, you know, the stick, or, like, you know, the stick assembly inside the you know, the Nacon, or the like the Daija is it's a Sanwa. That's what I said. It was all Sanwa parts. And that's what I like, you know, the stock buttons, as I said, the stock buttons and the stock, you know, stick inside this one, I switched them out for Sanwa parts, you know, for the Mayflash. So I was talking about, like, also, like, the little grippy feet, you know, on the bottom of, like, you know, the how, like, you know, the what I liked about the Daija is it had, like, you know, a whole textured bottom. When I was talking about, like, grippy feet, yeah, this is basically the bottom of the Mayflash. So I just like get these other screws out. I'm gonna like, like I'm gonna go in just like do like a little bit of Shredder's Revenge, and that's probably where I'm gonna call it on the stream afterwards. Like I said, this wasn't gonna be like anything insanely extensive. The primary thing for the stream was the unboxing. Just like opening the thing up and kind of like, giving like a little test, doing that and then doing a little test drive. That was the bonus, just to kind of like, get a feel for it. But yeah, it's definitely gonna take me some time to kind of get used to things. But I really feel like once I do like spend some time with the stick, the muscle memory will come back. I always kind of doing, I guess, like slightly okay. I went in like Dragon Ball FighterZ and think I was gonna win a single round, and I still was able to go in there and get a couple W's, even though it wasn't like against like an actual player or anything. But yeah, I definitely kind of like getting that feeling back that I had before. Feeling the nostalgia days in the arcade. Playing Super Battletoads. As far as being able to like beat 'em ups like Super Battletoads. And then like fighting games like Samurai Showdown, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and everything. I really missed that. And one thing I just wish like more people today, would be able to like, kind of like know is like the joy I felt back then going to arcades. Unfortunately, arcades aren't really around anymore. So yeah, when I was talking about octagonal gate, and you can also see like just how more bare bones this stick is. This is an octagonal gate. You guys see like how you do like this? It's got like all those directions right there compared to a square gate. So yeah, this is gonna be going inside, so this should be able to fit. Cause I literally when I customized this one, I basically put all these had all the stock buttons and also like the entire assembly. It wasn't just a joystick, it was the whole assembly here. All this is basically things I added into the Mayflash. So everything here was things I pretty much, all the stock stuff was taken out. And I basically wired all this was wired in, which basically was like I had to solder or anything. That's the thing about you literally just had like, just connect the buttons like that. It had like these little things, you basically connect them in, and that was that. So you didn't have to like solder. So for those who basically may think like, like I was talking about, like, this would be at least one still like entry level for kids or whatever. Do you want to modify it? It's not like a lot of effort. You literally just go in, just like, take the wires and connect them into the thing, and that's it. You don't have to like solder. There's no like, anything like complex like that. Basically kind of like just like a plug and you're good to go once you actually are done with it all. But yeah, it's pretty much, just like, it's like I said, I'm going to like take this gate out, and then I'm going to like, which I'm actually going to go ahead and do that right now. I'll show you guys like, how easy this is to do as well. So then just pump this one. Is that one part right here is kind of being a little bit snug, but kind of like show you guys like, basically, you basically just have like these little prongs here. These little like, things, and once you get, yeah, that one right there is a little snug. Once I kind of get that out of the way, I'll have it. Probably should just like, there we go. So yeah, this is the gate like now up close. So now you can kind of like see what I was talking about, like, with having like, little, like do the screwdriver here, and then you can see like even better. It has like all these little notches, and that's what I was struggling with the Nacon. It, like I said, it had a square gate. So when you think like, you're trying to do like a Hadoken or whatever, it basically, you're pretty much doing like Hadoken like that. But that one is much harder to do because you can't actually get like, welcome in Blue Crab. So you can't get down to that little diagonal spot to actually, get like the full quarter motion. So I mean, it's not impossible. You guys saw me still busting out Hadokens and Shoryukens and everything, but it's much harder to do. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like swapping in that octagonal gate into the Daija. And that should like, ease like a lot, because I was still, like I said, at least I was kind of getting the hang of like, the main concern for me was like, the buttons. That was my main concern, like, getting that muscle memory back and doing all the thing with the buttons again. I'm definitely gonna tell McD343 he needs to pick one of these up, because he's got like a Mayflash F300. I'm gonna tell him straight up, like, he definitely like, because he's actually the one that got me this Mayflash. And then McD343, he's the one that he got like 2 Mayflash F300s, and he get to me this one. But I'm gonna tell him like, you might want to get one of these too. And like I said, for those who want to get like the Nacon Daija, again, like non-sponsored, like, plug here for it. They are currently on sale for like $170 on Amazon. In the States, or depending on your taxes, like for me, it was like $191 with taxes. I think I had free shipping with Amazon Prime. It got here within like 2 days. So the only thing about it is like, make sure, as you guys kind of saw, make sure you definitely got like the space for it, because it is a chonky boy. But I like that because, again, it's got like, extra, it's got like the wrist rest. And it's just like a beautiful stick. I mean, it's like, just a beautiful arcade, stick and everything. It just, looks great. It's definitely the best one I've had. I mean, I've only had 3. Like, I can't remember the first one I had. But you know, this is like, oh, totally. You know, no doubt, definitely. I've only like played a little bit, like used it a little bit tonight and everything, and I'm gonna like go in and play a little bit of Shredder's Revenge and see how it works with beat 'em ups. But, you know, I say I don't know that how well it's gonna go, considering I still got put in the like octagonal gate. But the fact of the matter is, what's good about it again is the fact that it literally, you know, it has like, you know, just out of the box. A plus to it is that it has Samba parts. You know, I got the feel for the buttons and everything, the feel for the buttons in the stick, you know, the stick itself, and that's the thing compared to this, which came with like stock stuff. You know, them having like, you know, the actual Samba buttons and everything like fresh out of the box is definitely like a, you know, just good in itself. Because what that means is that you don't have to worry about going in. Because sometimes like it can be like a little pricey. You know, depending on like what you want to do to modify it, you could be spending like, you know, probably like maybe I think I spent like maybe about $60 to $50, you know, for all my all the buttons and everything. Because you're going in, you're getting all the buttons replaced. You know, you're getting the stick and all that. Depending on like, you know, what, you know, sometimes they can be different colors. Could be like, you know, different costs and everything. Also, I'm having a hard time getting this thing reassembled here. It's weird. Yeah, having a bit of a problem, like, you know, getting this thing like reassembled. If I actually like kind of do this, but yeah, I mean, I would have paid like the whole $250 for it, but thankfully it was on sale, you know. So I had enough like, you know, left over from it actually to get that one game that's currently that, you know, it's making the grounds on Steam, a game about digging a hole, which I'm gonna play sometime in the near future. Like I had like enough to like, you know, get that. So yeah, like I said, I guess this stream kind of became like a bit of a little tutorial thing for those who are wanting to get like their first stick. Trying to see what's going on with this. I think I know what the issue is. This one's like a bit unaligned. Yeah, and again, the thing about it is, like pros and cons between these. I'm not like I can't give like a pro and con thing to every fight stick out there because again, this is only the third one I've owned. But kind of get like a little recap of things like I'm trying to figure out like why like I can't get I'm trying to get like this you know, because I mean I could just do this off stream like get it reassembled and everything. But like I said, the pros to the Daija so far. For one thing, it comes with Samba parts like right out of the gate. You know, you don't have to like worry about upgrading everything unless you want to go in and get like a different color, you know, for your you know, the ball top, or you want to get like a more narrow one. Again, a plus to it is the fact it actually came with this too. It came with like a narrow one of those too. Because you know, different people have like different like, you know, grips. I might actually get like one like that. I mean, I could use that one, see if it actually works better than this. But cause I've used like, you know, both like over the years. Like, you know, there's like I've played like a lot of arcade games, had like, you know, different like ball tops. But, you know, obviously, you know, with this, the good thing is that if you don't really care about the color, you know, if you're going with that or whatever, you know, it comes with Samba parts right out of the gate. The only thing I'd really like, you know, suggest is like switching out the square gate for an octagonal if you want to play like fighting games. Like, obviously, you're not going to want to get one of these things just to play Pac-Man or something, but, you know, to each their own. But obviously, like a square gate would be great for like, you know, arcade, you know, things like that. Games that like don't really require like a lot of like, you know, inputs or anything. Just basically like, you know, just for movement. Yeah, like, you know, or that was the problem. I put it in backwards. Oh, there we go. Dirt moment. But yeah, if you're just like kind of want, if you're obviously, like I said, I wouldn't like suggest like spending that much money on like, you know, something like this if you're not gonna use it for like fighting games or something like that. Basically, you know, you could just get like the Mayflash right I was talking about. Yeah, it doesn't work with the PS4 or PS5, but you know, if you want to use it just for like, you know, like you just got stuff on your PC, you know, both work with the PC. So that's that, you know, that right there. I would personally say if you're just wanting like, you know, like have like a casual arcade experience, go with like, you know, the Mayflash F300. You know, that's good for that. But as far as like, you know, pros and cons, like I was talking about with the that one right there, you don't have to like modify it out of the gate really that much unless you want to change the colors of the stick. You know, change the colors. Like, you know, get like different color buttons which is what I'm gonna do. Like the buttons for this one, I'm definitely gonna be like putting into that because it's the same kind of buttons. They're still Samba buttons, so I'm just gonna like take the buttons from this one and put it in that to match my channel more. But, you know, if you don't really care about the buttons, only thing you really gotta do is probably, like, you know, change out the, you know, the gate for an octagonal. The fact that it's customizable out of the gate, out of the box. I keep saying out of the gate, out of the box, where you don't have to worry about, doing what I did with the Mayflash here, which is like, you know, just having to tear the top panel off, which isn't designed to come off, like, you know, easily. Taking the top panel off, and then, like, you know, I'll show you guys again in a second for those who ain't seen it. I've already showed it a couple times on the stream. But with that one, as I showed during the beginning when I was doing the unboxing, you just have like a little tool that comes with it right here. You just unscrew like the top panel, the plastic on it, and then like put like different artwork in there, and you're done. So it's designed for customization. You know, it's basically, you know, for like, you know, doing something for the top, be it for your main, like, you know, character you like from an anime or something like that. You know, pretty much make it your own. Which, unfortunately, like I said, the Mayflash F300 was not designed for. I made my own, like, you know, with like a little bit of like, you know, extra elbow grease to it. Because again, like once I actually get the song, which I'm done with that now, as I showed before, I pretty much, you know, the stop buttons to it, I switched it out for these colored Sama buttons, changed out the ball top and the whole assembly, which is rumbling right there because I took like the octagonal gate out and everything. So basically, you know, and I just tore off like the front panel, which like the top panel, which is not designed to come off, and then just slapped like this sticky, you know, printer paper on it. And then I just sanded down the sides, as you guys can kind of see right there. I just sanded it and then painted it red, kind of like make it more, you know, mine. So this is basically probably like, you know, the only design for this that actually exists of this controller, you know. So if I ever actually did make it with this channel, somehow, limited edition item right here, I might auction off, you never know. Jokes aside, guys, yeah. For customization, if you want to, like, to customize this, you're going to have to, like, really think outside the box, you know, with everything. You can even kind of see that the paper right there isn't even really lined up that well. But again, the, Daija, again, whole point behind this, literally you just, like, you know, just unscrew it, and then, like, you know, put, like, your artwork under there, and that's all you gotta basically do. You have to get the template for it off their site or something. But it's much more easy compared to just, like, tearing something off and possibly risking, you know, basically, you know, it's not gonna probably really damage it, like, to rip the top off, but, you know, rip the, what would the word be? The design off the top. We'll just say design. You know, it was not gonna damage it to tear that off, but still, there's a possibility that, you know, it could, like, you know, you've tried, like, put something else on there. It's like, you know, basically like that art right there I got on there. It's easy to stain, like, sun spills on it, it's gonna, like, damage it, you know, or it's not gonna, like, you know, you're just gonna basically have, like, a, you know, really, you know, like a dirty design on top of there. Well, this one's protected by, you know, the plastic on it. So another thing is, like, the heft on it, like the fact it's got, like, a fully texturized bottom. So you put it on your desk, it's not gonna move around. I got it, like, right here sitting in my lap. It's heavy, but it's not, like, too heavy to where it's, like, of course, breaking my legs or anything like that. It's actually, you know, very, like, you know, still, like, you know, it's light enough to be, like, comfortable while, like, heavy enough to not slide around. Like, especially when you're doing, like, erratic movements like I was kind of doing right there. And, another plus to it is, like I said, with the Mayflash F300, you have to, like, for whatever reason, you had to have, like, your dual shock 4 controller connected to it just for it to work, you know, actually be detected by your PS5. And with this one, I just had to plug it in, and that was it. You know, I just, like, plugged into my PS5, and, you know, it was good to go. So, there's that. And also the fact that it does work with the PS5. There's not, like, a whole, like, what I, like, looked up, there's not, like, a whole lot of PS5, you know, compatible fight sticks out there. But the fact this does work with the PS5, it's got, like, switches right down the side to where you can switch it over for the PS5, the PS4, or the PC. And also, it's got, like, you know, like, things right here for, like, you know, the R, L, and D-pad. I'm gonna look at the instructions to see exactly what that means. It's got the touchpad right there. So basically everything you need, like, you know, for the face buttons for your controller, for, like, you know, menu navigation, wherever, is, like, right there. So, and it's, like, right there, like, easy to access. You basically, like, kind of, you know, once you get, like, a feel for it, eventually it'll be, like, where I don't have to actually turn to the side to kind of, like, look at it and everything. Another thing I was a fan of, like I said, compared to you having to unscrew it, like I did, like, you know, with that one, like I did with the Mayflash. With this one, it's got this, like, again, the attach case style thing. Got these two buttons right here on the side. You basically just do like this, and it pops open. You got all your parts, like, right in there. And it just basically has everything, ease of access. It's got, like, little things right here for your, that wasn't where that went. It's got, like, you know, thing right here for the, your parts and everything. So basically, I'm just gonna just put all that back in there, and that's that. I see it's also got, like, a little notch right there, I guess, for, like, for the ball top. So yeah, pretty much everything just goes right back in here, and, like, so it's easy to keep, like, you know, your tools, like, right there, like, organized, and the little, like, you know, foam notches. And it has, like, a little color code thing right there that shows, like, you know, what wire goes to what, you know, button. So, like, you know, the black wire goes to the O button and everything. So you can definitely tell, like, again, this is a very premium fight stick. Very sturdy. Very, you know, like, you know, it has, like, you know, enough weight on it to where it doesn't slide around. It has, like, the texturized bottom, like, so that way it, you know, doesn't slide around, like, on your desktop or even in your lap or anything. As I kind of showcased earlier when I was actually pulling at it. And me, I'm someone, like, you know, who's deadlifted 435 pounds in the gym. And on average, I'm usually, you know, pretty active in the gym. You guys can maybe, like, see a little bit, like, some of my pictures I've posted here on, you know, YouTube as well as on Blue Sky. You know, I'm in the gym, like, 4 days a week, you know, doing, like, you know, full body workouts, like, you know, throughout the week. or like, upper body, full body, throughout the week. So I've got like, some enough on me to where if I really wanted to, I could definitely like probably, yank this thing off the table, which I wouldn't want to do, but I was still like kind of like trying a little bit, and it was like mostly staying where it was. So it's definitely like an upgrade all around. And I would say like, if you got the money like to pay, to get one of these, I'll say even do it just for the PS4. And if you don't have a PS5 yet, or you want like future, and you want to get one, this would be like future proofing for it. If you want to use it for a PS4, it's compatible with PS4. And it's got like thing right here for profiles. I don't know exactly what that's for. It looks to me like there's like, okay, so it's got like, also I just tested this out. Pushing the profile button, don't know if you guys can see that, but it actually changes like the light around on it. So I guess that means like you have like, because I know like what I read is that if you're on the PC, there's like an app there's like a site, or like there's like an app or whatever you can use. There's something you can use to actually, preset profiles for this. So that means you can have like, different ones for like, say, I guess probably would be, I'm assuming like, let's say, you got like one profile like you want to use for Marvel vs. Capcom. You got another one you want to use for Killer Instinct, another one for Killer Instinct Strive. I'm not Killer Instinct, for Guilty Gear Strive, and maybe Dragon Ball FighterZ or whatever. You want to have like different profiles for different fighting games, maybe even beat 'em ups or just games in general. That's a plus too. Overall, like I'm still not done, tonight. I did want to go and do some Shredder's Revenge, like I said I was going to. But overall, that's why I pretty much would recommend this, stick, all around. It's a bit pricey, but again, it is like definitely a premium stick. But and even like the little, the wrist rest here. The fact that it has like, it's big enough to where you actually have like, space right there, for, basically have like a wrist rest, or have like all that right there. So you'll easily also notice like it wasn't closed down all the way. So you have like space for your hand and all that and all that. Just gotta get used to using it, because I was running like some wrist, wrist was hurting and my forearm was hurting a little bit earlier, because I was like basically doing like that with some of the stuff I was doing. But another thing I do want to point out to you guys as well is that those who are on Xbox don't feel left out. This is the PlayStation 5 stick, but they also do have like an Xbox one on there. So just to actually kind of I'll go and get y'all a link to it real quick, just in case like for those of you who do want to go and check it out, the specs yourselves. But again, I've been talking about the PS5 version of this, but there is like one for Xbox. So Amazon. I want to see if it's still on sale while I'm at it. Cause I want to see if it actually, because I got it a couple days ago. I want to see if it actually is still like, available. Like, at the price that I got it for. Let's see here. We're going to go into orders, just because I can't find mine. Okay, it went up in price a little bit. It's up to $199 now. So it did go up in price. But, both this, like, in the Xbox version are available, at like $199 right now. So it's 20% off. And the thing about like this one, so this works with PS5, PS4, and Windows. However, the Xbox one, definitely, like those on Xbox One still don't get left out, because it works for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows 10, and 11 PCs. So if you're on like any of the Xbox consoles, like, above Xbox 360, it still will work. So I'll get you guys a link to this. It has like, the links for the PlayStation and Xbox, version of this. Just make sure, of course, you get the right one. Like I said, completely non-sponsored link. That's basically just something for you to guys check out if you do want to get the stick for yourself. Read the specs for yourself and everything. So with that being said, we're going to go and get on back into the swing of things. I've been like rambling right here, getting like, tech specky and everything. So I'm actually going to go on in and, I think I kind of goofed something here. Why is it not? Uh-oh. Stick's not working. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Hope it's not that I actually had to have the DualShock, my DualSense controller powered on. No, it's not that. Let me try switching from this back to that. Let me see here. It might be because I opened it like, while it was on or something. I don't know. It was definitely something I did. I mean, it's on me. I mean, I'm pretty sure it still works. It's all right. I just had to push the profile thing to all right, that was all it was. All right, let's at least just go in, like, play a little bit of Shredder's Revenge. I'm gonna go into the Dimension Shell Shock stuff just to kind of see if, like, like get the feel for it. I'm not doing Rita's Rewind because y'all know what happened. Like those who watch, like, when I had to deal with that freaking Dragon Zord, even though they definitely patched this since then. I don't want to touch that game again anytime soon. Part of me is considering, like, going and doing like the Cowabunga collection. See, Blue Sky knows, or not Blue Sky. That's a site die. That's my social. Blue Crab knows. been seeing too many blue things in my life recently. But, because he was one of the ones that was rooting me on through that stupid fight. But they did nerf it. I mean, they actually did. The creators, like, you know, developers of Rita's Rewind did go in and do like a mass amount of changes to it and everything. But my thing is like, okay, what? But so at least I'm one of those that can say that I actually beat Dragon Zord post patch. They did, like, you know, change things up and actually do something to add more add health pickups into it and everything. Oh yeah, because that's what I was basically saying. And the thing about it was, I don't know if you still follow me, but the dev of, like, I think like the head of the studio behind like Rita's Rewind did follow me on Blue Sky for a bit. It was after I posted about all this, because I did do that one YouTube community post. And he actually followed my Blue Sky. I don't know if he still is or not. But that's the thing. Like, I made it known. I mean, I wasn't like, you know, hating on the game. I loved it. See, I could, and that's the thing. I'm wondering how this worked with Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game too. But like I said, I definitely loved, you know, Rita's Rewind. I just needed a lot of work, and they did go in and they, like I said, they added in like health pickups and everything to the to the Zord stages, which I know just in itself, you know, would go a long way in actually, you know, making the whole game better. They did some stuff like, you know, tweaking the dodging and all that. Oh god dang it, another download. It's probably for like the DLC for Mona Lisa and Mondo Gecko. Like I said, I know I'm probably not gonna do too good at this either, but at least I know like a lot of like some of what I was dealing with earlier. Definitely is the octagonal gate. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I've done a playthrough of it. Yeah, I've actually got a series for Alien Isolation on this channel. Now, it's not, I will say it's not the first time I played it. I had played through it before. I played through it back when I streamed on Mixer. So, I did get it a few times where I was spooked. I appreciate you, Blue Crab, and I hope you enjoy it. I will say, you're gonna, like, probably, like, see, like, something different. Like, there were some times the alien definitely spooked me. But, Amber can tell you about all the time, like, you know, the little name that I decided to give the alien. So, just enjoy my little, like, you know, what I dealt with Alan. That's all I'll say. But I hope you enjoy it. You know, I appreciate, you know, interest in it. I do actually want to play that one, you know, Alien VR game. I keep forgetting. It was Rogue something. I keep getting the name of it messed up. But yeah, oh yeah. No, that's the thing about it. Like, that's one thing I try to do in my horror games. I will try my best to actually make it to a comedy show for my viewers. Either I'm going to get scared or they're going to see me just, like, dealing with the creatures. Like, you need to get your ass on out here and let me do what I need to do. That's basically how the latter was what it was with Alan. And then you see I'm still referring to him as that. Like, that's basically usually if I end up naming the villain, either I'm trying to deflect, like, how scared I am of it. If I'm trying to, like, name the monster, either I'm, like, deflecting how scared I've been of it, or I'm just basically tired of his shit and I'm, like, doing that to insult it. Yeah, there's one part, you'll see like one part with Alan. Let's just say like he took my kills and I got mad. But between that and also there's another run joke on my channel. Anytime I encounter a shark in the game, because this happened last night with Doom Eternal. Let's just say like if I encounter a shark in a game, more than likely I'm gonna end up calling it Bruce. Like I don't usually call them a shark, I just call them a Bruce. Okay, so arcade, right? Wait a minute, where's the, excuse me, where's the, hold on a second. I want to talk to you, Donnie, get away. I love you, but. Alright, here it is. Yeah, it is a shark name, because actually the story behind it is that the original shark from Jaws was named Bruce, and that's where they got the name for Bruce from Finding Nemo. But I just refer to every, you know, shark that I see in a video game of as Bruce. And how that actually started was back when I played Stranded Deep on my channel years ago as a Let's Play series. Never finished it, but I basically referred to every shark in that game as Bruce. Like if it was a tiger shark, if it was like, you know, whatever species of shark showed up, it was Bruce. I didn't care. All right. Yeah, see, it's Karai, and so, you know, you see it like, you know, Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa aren't on this. It's not available on here anymore. That was ages ago. You know, you're not gonna find a Stranded Deep content. That was back when I first, you know, started my channel. There's a lot of stuff I originally did on here when I was like, you know, a baby content creator. So yeah, I mean, I do kind of wish it was still on it just for nostalgia. Something like most of what you're gonna find in here from like my old days of like content, what I did Let's Plays. will be like, say, you know, my little jump scare highlight montages and, like when I did Outlast. All right. I'm going to go in with, actually, I'm not going to do like the survival mode. I'm going to go do a little bit of story mode.
Select your hero.
Yeah, so like, you know, see, Mondo and Mona ain't on here. All right, I'll go in with my boy.
So what now, fearless leader?
Oh, yeah, and and I forgot I have the Mirage skin, so we got to go in with that. I just want to see if this works with a beat 'em up. I mean, it should. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right for the finale. Just because I love the song that plays when you fight him. So it should be, it's not here. Yeah, well, that's basically how the turtles started out. You know, they started out with the, so I've got this big, massive book I got not long ago I still need to read through. It's basically like this ultimate history for TMNT. It's like, I think like over 300 pages, but it basically covers this. It covers like, you know, the live action movies. It covers like the Fred Wolf like all the cartoons, Mutant Mayhem. It basically pretty much everything. I know I'm definitely gonna be sitting down. I'm probably gonna read a little more of it tonight after I modify my stick a little bit. So Wrath of the Lady, that's like, you know, that's 6. Oh, go away, Splinter. I love you, but still, I want to talk to you. It might be this one. Yeah. Let's see if I can like actually get to him. There's one reason in general.
Let's take him down.
First damn thing I get smacked. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun to actually do with a definitely that arcade feel. Gonna take some getting used to, but okay, seriously guys, if you actually play beat 'em ups, get this for beat 'em ups. Definitely take some getting used to, but
I am one tired turtle.
yeah, I mean, like I said, once I get an octagonal gate, I'll get my octagonal gate installed, it'll still be better anyways. But thankfully, this also is a game I, you know, play my fair share of. Okay. It's the dash thing that's the problem. Again, but like when you spend like, you know, most of your time like playing like, you know, everything like with just, you know, with what you call it, with just a controller. Like I'm trying to get that muscle memory back, like playing arcade stuff. Oh shit. Okay. Thank God for invincibility frames there. Jesus.
Giddy up, Blake. Ready or not, here I come.
Yeah, I'm still getting my ass kicked here.
I hate sweet music. I hate
Of course, these things just suck anyway. Yes. Get out of here. And so mainly this one kind of want to go just see how it works with beat 'em ups and everything. It's actually good. Ow. I just want to get the Shredder because I just want to hear my favorite song in the game. The thing is, these guys used to be annoying as hell in Turtles in Time, you know, and somehow they actually made them more of a pain. Sit down. Oi. Oh, come on already. Okay. Well. Okay, let's see if I can... Yeah, well, Shredder definitely has one that's because it's basically one of my favorite '90s rap bands, rap groups. Yeah, I'm definitely struggling with this setup though. Cause I mean, I would have already got like through this if it wasn't for, but you know, 'cause I beat this game before. It's just. Again, using this arcade stick for the first time, just want to test out with beam ups. So again, it's definitely, you know, more, it feels fun. Definitely gets like, but it's just mainly getting used to the buttons and everything. See, look at you. That's what you get. How dare you? Great pizza monsters. Forgot about that. Which I think it was awesome they put them in here. I think this game definitely is like a love letter to those. But trust me when I say, like, you know, the theme you're gonna like hear or whatever, if you ain't heard it before, whatever, it definitely goes hard for all the right reasons. It's just one of the main things that's just kind of like throwing me off here. I'm having to like really rely on dashing because, or like, you know, that would have done kicked this guy's ass already if it wasn't for there. Of course, one game I really wonder how this is gonna like perform with is Super Battletoads. I think that's like one of my main ones. Little Caesars, you'll see why. Because I'm not. Let's just say it's a name drop. If I can get there, which I should. I got... Damn it, I would if I should... That's just karma. Or just, not really karma, but bullshit. I knew I should have grabbed, like, the health, but, like... Right there. Alright, Krang, let's do this. Yeah, we know why I'm here. Damn, I forgot. Yeah, he's kicking my ass right here. I'll kick it right back. I wouldn't be struggling with Krang this much if I wasn't on an arcade stick. You know, stomp that little meat waddy ass. Here it comes, though. I'm gonna turn things up just a little bit for this one. Oh shit. All right. Here it comes. This theme goes hard. Wu-Tang Clan for the win. Thank you. That was Little Caesar's drop. That was the Calbona collection. We were playing I think Turtles in Time. Or the original. Damn, he's whooping my ass here. He's getting his revenge. I've already would already taken him down or whatever. But again, it's... I don't know if I would actually say this. I mean, it's more fun playing like this. I mean, I don't know if this actually been the most optimal way to play it. I got him, no doubt, but I wouldn't be struggling this much if I actually was like on the controller. But again, I just want to kind of test this out with like a beat 'em up. It's definitely fun with a beat 'em up, no doubt. I mean, just still gotta get my wrist used to this. Yeah, I mean, it's Wu-Tang. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's not the entirety of them, but, you know, like, literally, you know, it's basically like a battle rap style thing. I can't remember. I think Raekwon's one of them. Like, can't remember, like, which members it was. But, yeah, it's basically, it's Wu-Tang, you know, like, members of Wu-Tang Clan, so of course it's gonna go hard. Like, it's pretty much one of them is, like, rapping from the perspective of Shredder, and then the other one's rapping from the perspective of the Turtles. I literally wanted to play this just, you know, to get to that. It's Ghostface Killer and Raekwon. So yeah, I got it right with Raekwon, and the other one's Ghostface Killer. I don't know which one plays who, but yeah, that was like back. And, these are the guys that basically was back when rap was well. I don't want to diss rap entirely. I do listen to some rap like Hobson and Tech Nine and such, but today's rap is nowhere near as good as like back in like the 90s, like 90s and early 2000s and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, with that being said, that was basically kind of like what I wanted to do for the stream and everything. We're almost at 2 hours here, and like I said, I just mainly want to go in and just play a few fighting games. Yeah. I mean, I'm just not really big on mumble rappers. I'm not really one that's wanting to like toss shade per se, and I will say, like, to me, it's just not my thing. To each their own on who likes that stuff, But for me, I'm just not really big on mumble rappers, the ones who really can't understand what they're saying and all that. I've got like a lot of musical preferences and everything in regards to rap, metal, rock. Sometimes you'll catch me listening to classical, and I got like a gym playlist that has like a lot of anime, openings, even video game songs on there and everything. So I, have like a lot of genres I listen to. But that aside, yeah, I mainly just want to kind of go in and just test this out tonight and everything. And I absolutely love this arcade stick. I went in, didn't think I was gonna get like a single win in anything on this, but I went in, got a few wins on Dragon Ball FighterZ. Even though I was playing nowhere near as good as I used to, like usually do. I went in and played Marvel vs. Capcom, absolutely got wrecked, as I figured I was going to. Got a few wins on that, but then afterwards I went in and, played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it was bad when I was struggling on the first, set of, first 3 I went against. So, definitely, like I said, it's definitely a skill issue here. I'll own up to it. I told you guys, like, from the start, I was gonna, like, get wrecked, like, it's a lot of stuff I was playing, because I haven't, like, used the arcade stick in a long time. The Mayflash I showed you guys, like, when I was, like, kind of, like, going in, like, when I was using like I said, I had the Mayflash, that was the one I had prior to this. I didn't really use it a whole lot. I just went and did some practice sessions on a few games, like Power Rangers, Battle for MMPR, Battle for the Grid and everything. But I didn't really put, like, a lot of extensive time into it because, just I didn't really like the feel of it. It was, like, some bugginess here and there. So, so on and so forth. But this one right here, I went in, had a lot of fun with it tonight. And it's gonna take some getting used to like, kind of get myself back up to where I was when I used to actually, spend, like, a lot of my time, in arcades, as a kid, when I was a teen and everything. And also I did the competitive, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 stuff. And again, like I said, even with that, I never really placed. I just went in, had good times. I love, I have loved comic books. I love, fighting games. I was, really in on Street Fighter and stuff like that. And it was just cool kind of going in, meeting some other people that, were into the same interests as I was. I didn't really care about winning or anything. I just want to go in, and play. And, it's brought back a lot of nostalgia. I'm definitely, thankful, to my friend, who bought, Dave, who got me, get some of the money to get this. And in ways, and like I said, it's completely, non-sponsored, non-biased, take on this, review on this. I've obviously sung this thing's praises. And maybe it's just because it's the best, like, arcade stick I've had. So maybe it's just that I haven't owned a whole lot of sticks. Maybe that's kind of like, a bar right there. It's easy to set like a high bar for. But I definitely give this like, like a 10 out of 10. It's mainly just because of nostalgia, how much of an upgrade it was from the Mayflash F300, which I still say for those who may want to get into fighting games and stuff, like trying to play with a stick. You got like a kid, who maybe like, is, maybe wants to try like an arcade stick out. Maybe wants to like try like, get stuff, go, do stuff competitively maybe at some point. Mayflash F300 will still be a good one. Just know you got, go in and like, and buy, better buttons. If you want like something that's better than the stock buttons and the stock stick, definitely got to go in, and switch all that out. But, it's still like, the Mayflash is still like a good entry point, I would say, for those, want to go in and learn how to actually modify a stick, and all that, and just, you want to just do some casual play, I definitely say still go for it. I think like the Mayflash F300, and that's where you definitely see I'm doing this non-biased. I'm actually, talking about another stick here and still recommending it alongside this one, even though I'm not really a big fan of the one I was using. The Mayflash F300, you can actually find it currently on Amazon like for $57. It's fairly cheap. It's not really that expensive, but it's a good beginner stick. This one right here is definitely one I can kind of tell it's like much more premium. Again, it's like normally $250, but it's on sale for like, $199 on Amazon right now. But like I said, for me, one of the reasons why I give this a 10, like I said, nostalgia and everything. But like I said, I want to say thank you to my friend Dave, who helped me get this. And also, thank you to Nacon, or I don't know if you pronounce it Nacon or Nacon. I've been saying Nacon. Thank you, you guys for making this. It's basically brought back a lot of memories for me. If I actually was to try to get back into doing competitive play or whatever, this would definitely be one I'd be wanting to use. And I can't wait to like just tinker around with it a little bit tonight. you know, I'm probably gonna post a video on my Blue Sky. I'm probably gonna post like a little before and after showing what this looks like right here. And over, you know, I do like some little, you know, I'm gonna like, you know, have the other buttons in. Only thing I hate about the buttons right here, I'm hoping maybe I can kind of like, you know, buff one of these things out. But this one right here has got like a little scuff on it, if you guys can see it. It's got like a little, like, not really even like, you know, end of the world, you know, black scuff right there. Kind of like hoping maybe I can somehow like scrub that off. But yeah, I'm gonna be like switching those buttons in, doing the same layout for this. It's gonna be fun to kind of go in, you know, customize and put those in. And also put this bad boy in so I can have like a proper octagonal gate, you know, compared to like, you know, the square gate that's in there. Because that's one of the things that where I was suffering with. Like I said, you know, I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom earlier. I was getting my, you know, little quarter motion, you know, inputs for things like Hadokens and Shoryukens and everything in. But this right here, something like makes it a whole lot easier because you're able to get like that precise, you know, positioning for the joystick for that. So that's the only thing I knock on this. And it's not really enough, like, you know, for me to say, you know, you know, it's gonna knock away from a 10. Like, I feel like, you know, this whole, I wish it would have actually came with this, or at the very least had, like, you know, an extra thing in there, so you kind of could swap out. They had, like, you know, extra stick heads here. It would have been nice for them to actually have, like, you know, extra, you know, thing here for you to, like, swap out to an octagonal, if you want to use a square gate or an octagonal gate. It would have been nice for them to actually include one of these with it. But at the same time, I don't think they're really that expensive. You know, just kind of, like, run this by you guys as well. For an octagonal gate, for a fight stick, it's like $8. They're not really expensive. They're not, it's, you know, still like a few bucks, but still, they're not really that expensive. So it's not really that, you know, if you're going to pay like, you know, $200 for a controller, like, you know, one of these, like, shouldn't be a problem to pick up. But anyways, that's one thing I would recommend to anyone if you actually want to get one of these. Just know it does come with a square gate. I'm hoping this should actually work with this, because I think these are usually universal. So it should be no problem putting it in. Because the Mayflash, I modified that when I, you know, got like an assembly for a Sanwa stick, you know, compared to the stock one, and I was able to, you know, put this on there no problem. So it should be the same like thing with this. It should be no problem for me to actually. I'm curious if I can like go ahead and do it right now. I'm just gonna test this, Rogues. Yeah, I know it's disconnected. Shut up. Because just want to see if I can kind of. You know what? I think this actually is gonna be really easy. Hold on, I'm gonna do it right here. You just kind of like, you know, just. I'm gonna laugh actually, because I just thought I was like, you know what? Hold on a sec. I've done this before, so it should be the simple. Right? Yeah. So there, that's what I was gonna. Now I can actually show you guys. You guys see right here what I was talking about? Square gate, octagonal gate. So if I'm correct, it should be no problem to snap this bad boy in. Let's just think about it there, and done. Yeah. It was. That's all it took to install my octagonal gate. So I just kind of show you guys right there. You know, it's basically literally what I was saying. Like, you know, in regards, like, you know, if you want like get a stick and you know you want and like and everything, it's not really that like hard to mod these or whatever. Literally, I just like, you know, took the other one out, and yeah, it's got to be like snap that down a little bit right there and everything. But you know, it's. Hang on, it was a little off there. There we go. There, now it's nice and stuck. So you guys can see right there, and as I was saying. Now you notice how, like, you know, it rotates all around now. So that's going to definitely, you know, be a big game changer, probably, like, you know, for my step moving forward, like, in regards to me doing my, you know, Hadokens and Shoryukens and, you know, if we're going to get Darkstalkers, you know, doing my Demon Cradles and all that, if I want to go in with Dimitri or whatever. So, I mean, I'm not really a Dimitri main or where I'm more of a Talbane main. You guys, like, you know, in case you haven't noticed here, got, like, a Talbane tattoo and all that. But, no, yeah. At the end of the day, though, like I said, you know, outside of, like, the, one issue with, like, they're definitely needing, like, you know, it should come with an octagonal gate, or at least, like, you know, have, like, two, so you can swap between a square and octagonal. Very solid, like, fight stick, very premium feeling. Can't wait to, like, modify this with, like, you know, installing my, you know, own personal buttons and stick. Or, like, you know, in regards, like, my, you know, the, red, you know, ball, put that right here, you know, replace this, you know, black one, and also, change the buttons out for, like, the buttons down there. Because, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's similar buttons. Kind of like confirm this one more time. Let me see. Yeah, they have like the exact same feel. So I think they actually probably like, you know, the exact same kind of buttons like I put in that stick. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Like, you know, changing this up over time. As I'm not gonna paint this like, you know, like I did the other one, because I probably can't, because one thing, all that right there, you know, the grooves, and of course, like, you know, these buttons right here on the side, you know, definitely don't want to do that. That's gonna damage the heck out of it. So I definitely, and plus it's just a factor that it's got like, the white, like my channel colors anyway for that anyway. So me putting like, like a splash of red up here, that's one thing also as a plus to it. The fact it's already got like the white frame to it. I mean, since it's already got like a white frame to it, putting like some red and everything in regards to the buttons, red and white on the buttons. And also whenever I change this to, as long as I give this like a, give this like a red and white, style to it, it's definitely going to like, match up to, my channel branding and everything. Like I said, I may actually do what Amber was suggesting. Try to figure out some way of doing like some kind of gradient thing where it's like it's maybe my own channel art on one side and then Talbane on the other, since John Talbane is one of my favorite fighting game characters. Because a lot of people like base it around like their main in a game, like people pretty much like some would probably do Ryu, some do Chun-Li, some would just basically focus on an anime character. Like I said, if I did an anime character, I'd probably like maybe do something for Bo Hancock. I would want to do like a waifu build thing for this. But I'm probably just going to go with something like based around myself, like, some of my channel artwork and also Talbane. But we'll see how things go. You guys will definitely, be seeing, whenever I get it done. But I'll probably do it before and after, soon of like, the stick, the way it looks right here. And also the, after I, put the new buttons on there. Anyways, that being said, guys, I had so much fun doing the stream tonight. And I hope you guys enjoyed, like, tuning in for it. Like, I know I got my ass kicked in some of, like, the games I played. And I said that was going to happen. But if you guys are like, want like a really solid like arcade stick, if you want like maybe looking at like something new, maybe got like more like entry level stick and you're wanting to upgrade, definitely get this. Don't know if I would say like this for like a first like time stick. I would say like still say the Mayflash F300, even like with all the flaws I said that it has. If you're not really caring much about customization, if you're not really caring too much, outside of just like installing like the stick, and like change the stick out and putting like some proper buttons in it. If you don't really care about actually customizing it that much, like aesthetically, Mayflash F300 would still be a pretty solid one. It's cheap. It's like less than $100. Good one to start off with. Just keep in mind, it doesn't work with PS5, but if you want to use it for a PS4 or use it for your PSC, or PSC. What the hell's a PSC? PC. That's the word. Don't at me. You want to use it for your PS4 or your PC, good solid one. But if you want one for a PS5, this one's good. It also is backwards compatible with the PS4, and also it works with a PC as well. So, again, entry level. I'd say like go with my previous stick, which is which is like the Mayflash F300. But again, also just mileage may vary on what you're wanting to do, like for a first arcade stick, because that's the only other one I've used outside the one I originally had like ages ago that I forgot the name of that one. But if you're wanting to upgrade from like a beginner stick to something like better, again, the build quality on this is great. It's got like enough heft to where it doesn't like like it stays in place, but it's light enough. I mean, it's light enough to where it doesn't like hurt your legs or anything. It's got like the texturized bottom to where you can put it on a desk and it doesn't slide around or anything. It's really easy, just like this little attache case style, thing to like just flip it up and modify your stuff. Instructions are really like clear down there on like what wires go to what button, and it's even got like little like notches right here, like where you can put your tools, like and your extra joystick heads and everything. And overall, another thing is just simply the fact you don't have to actually plug in your controller just to have like your console register it. That's another thing that's a massive win for me on this stick. So yeah, the stream was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like the stream, be sure to like share, comment down in the description, down in the comments and everything, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I deeply appreciate it. And you also know my Discord server. I appreciate you joining that as well. But anyways, my throat's kind of dry here from all this rambling I've been doing, Rogues. Again, I really do hope you guys enjoyed. I hope like it was insightful with some of the information I kind of stated here. Because it never really was the best at like when I competed in Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm still someone like who's had like a lot of love for fighting games, arcade games, and everything. And tonight I just had like a lot of fun, kind of like getting back a bit of my childhood. In regards to, like, going in, playing a beat 'em up, with arcade stick for the first time in ages, and also really kind of getting in here and just doing a few rounds in fighting games, with this, and getting that feeling back, from, like, those old days when I was, like, with, I hung out with my cousin when we lived in Baltimore, Maryland, going to, arcades, playing Mortal Kombat, Samurai Showdown, Street Fighter, and everything. And I miss that. Those days are gone, like, long gone, but at least I got, like, a little bit of a semblance of that back. So thank you to Dave once again for helping me with getting this, and also thank you to Nacon for making this stick. Definitely brought back some childhood memories, and I'm thankful for that. But anyways, till the next one, Rogues, which will be tomorrow for it'll be Thursday, so that'll be more Doom Eternal for the Ancient Gods DLC. And also, I didn't do Arcade Paradise tonight. I will be playing more. I will be jumping on Arcade Paradise to make up for it tomorrow. Until next one, much love. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. For those in Discord who will be joining in for like the final episode for Castlevania Season 4 tonight. See you guys in there soon. But until then, much love. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you later. See ya.